You are looking live at WWE Backlash 2026. Hello, what's going on, chat? I see you. Tonight, Roman Reigns faces Jacob Fatu for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Also, Braun Breaker takes on Seth freaking Rollins. And then we have 3 other matches that I don't give a fuck about. Do we play, huh? I wish. I'd rather be doing anything else in the world but this. But you, the fans, love to watch me suffer and watch wrestling. If you didn't, you wouldn't give me triple-digit views. So tonight, can we get 10 likes? Can we get 10 likes tonight? Seriously. Let me update the thumbnail real quick. All right, let me update the thumbnail. We're going to update the thumbnail. We're going to get this shit going, man. Who's excited for Backlash? Let me know in the chat. Who's excited for Backlash? Sam, I see you in the chat. Thanks for being here. So you'll do. That's a good thumbnail right there. We'll go with this thumbnail. And we're going to share the video out on all the socials. F is for friends that do stuff together. U is for you and me. You went to Mr. Bob's house? F is for friends that do stuff together. U is for you and me. I'd rather be anywhere, anytime at all, than watching this shit in the deep blue sea. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is a Paul Levesque McMahon Triple H production. So get ready to snore. Get ready to be bored to tears. And let's get ready to suck it! You had KFC for lunch today? What'd you eat? I just ate chicken myself, so it was homemade. Homemade chicken, though. There's Doodle. There's Little Man. So I just finished watching. I'm fired up not because of the wrestling show. I'm fired up because I just watched a pretty good freaking basketball game of the Pistons and the Cavs. James Harden, step back three. Boo! Nailed it. Come here, Doodle. I don't know that guy. I don't know who that is. What's going on, dude? I just I got done watching the Cavs Pistons game. I cut a little promo at the beginning of the stream, a little bit unhinged with the devil mask. And now we're getting ready to watch Backlash. So the goal here is not to fall asleep. The goal here. The Cavs did win. In fact, I did a voice clip. James Harden hit the game-winning three-pointer. And I did a little voice clip so I could play this reaction to you guys tonight. But here's what I did. Here's what I said. James Harden makes the three! What a shot! One more time. James Harden makes the three! What a shot! Oh, you got too invested in Pragmata? Oh, by the way, we're starting off tonight with Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker. Seth Rollins is coming out right now. So basically, if this is your opening act and your main event is Roman versus Fatu, the middle of the show is going to be extremely boring. This is a 5-match card, and I swear there's only 2 matches worth a damn. Yeah, they're blowing it off in the opening match of Backlash. Keep in mind, this is how stupid WWE is, okay? So Seth Rollins was fine to wrestle at WrestleMania, and Braun Breaker was fine to do whatever he did to Rollins at WrestleMania. But they didn't blow the feud off at Mania. Instead, we're blowing it off at the opening match of a Backlash pay-per-view that no one gives a fuck about. That's what we're doing? We had Rollins versus Gunther. Why? Why did any of this make any sense? Oh, you just haven't been to his house in a while? Yeah. Yeah, they should have wrestled at Mania. Like, why didn't they? If Breaker was healthy and Rollins was healthy, what was all this pomp and circumstance for? To get to this moment, an opening match at Backlash, a D-level pay-per-view? Aubrey? Who's Aubrey? Who's Aubrey? What are you talking about? Oh, the guy in chat? I think that's Sam. He's got one of many accounts. Yeah, I think it's Sam. But yeah, no. I mean, and also, where's Cody at for this pay-per-view? Where's Orton at for this pay-per-view? Like, what is this? Where's CM Punk? Why are like so many of the guys that's not even on the show? Like, this is a pay-per-view, right? You're supposed to get asses in seats. Okay? All right, Braun Breaker's coming out with Paul Heyman. Yeah, if the goal is to get asses in seats, why isn't Cody doing anything with Orton? Why isn't Orton doing anything? Why isn't Punk doing anything? Where's Gunther? A star you're supposed to push. Oh, yeah. John Cena is supposed to have his huge announcement today, too. When he comes out, I got to put the closed captioning on because I got to be able to know what he's saying. WWE is failing now, similar to COD. Yeah, Call of Duty's fallen off hard, and so has WWE. That being said, I'm excited for the Call of Duty movie. Oh no, with David and Adam. All right, so here we go. We're gonna blow off this grudge match. How much you want to bet this is only the first of many matches between these two? Yeah, I'm excited for the movie. The games are. I'm over the games. All right, Rollins. Breaker just tries to go in the turn. He tries to spear Rollins, goes in the turnbuckle. Rollins kicks him outside the ring, then does a tope suicida over the ropes. Now he's beating him up on the outside, slamming him against the barricade. Yeah, Eli, I may try Pragmata at some point. I really might. I just can't get over the companion character. She just bothers me too much. Rollins clotheslines Breaker back out the ring. Does a tope suicida back outside the ring on him. Rollins is getting all the offense in. Isaac, where you at? Sam wants to talk to you. Rollins giving some punches to Breaker now on the outside. Breaker is wearing a red singlet. Singlet is a wrestling outfit. Those of you don't know. Rollins is wearing black pants. Just trying to give you a visual here. Would you guys please like the stream, if you don't mind? It really goes to show that if you guys support the WWE content, I'll keep doing it if I get watches and likes. So I appreciate that. Rollins is still beating up Breaker on the outside. Breaker rolls into the ring. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. Now Rollins to the top rope. Breaker catches him and flips Rollins over. By the way, I just seen on the back here, it said Backlash continues at 7 p.m. Eastern on the ESPN app with the ESPN Unlimited plan. Did they stick the first hour on ESPN again? And I didn't know about it? Like they did that with WrestleMania. Hey, Sam, I'm reading your messages. Xavier is not a common name. Yeah, I'll keep reading your messages. But right now, Breaker, I got to commentate the match too. Breaker's on the outside. He's beating the crap out of Rollins. He's giving him knees to the gut. Thank you for chatting, though, Sam. I appreciate it. And Eli, I appreciate it. Rollins giving chops to Breaker now. Breaker just tackles him. Now he's pummeling him over and over again, fist to face. Edwin. Rollins is in the ring. He's staggering. Breaker's got him in the corner. Now he's headbutting him in the midsection. Rollins is down. Breaker's setting up for a suplex. He goes to lift Rollins up. He gets the snap suplex on him, lands him in the middle of the ring. Pins him only a 1 count. Rollins no selling the suplex. Now Rollins trying to get his feet. Breaker's not letting him. Rollins does now. He gives Breaker a couple shots to the face. Whiffs on his last shot to the face. And then Breaker gives him a suplex. Just now that Brock Lesnar's retired, I guess Breaker will be the new guy that does Suplex City. No Brandon, no Zach around. What can I say? And another suplex on Rollins. This is Suplex City, bitch. It's the new Suplex City. Now, Breaker's getting him in a headlock. Rollins breaks the hold. Gives him a nice chop. And another nice chop. Make it another. Now he whips him off the ropes. Breaker reverses, whips Rollins off the ropes. Rollins turned inside out into a backbreaker. 2 count. Rollins kicks out. Yeah, Eli, I think Breaker's gonna win, personally. But I don't know. I don't really care about either guy right now. Can you do We Play today, please? I don't have We Play, man. I wish I did. If I had We Play, I would do streams just for you, man. I really would. Breaker's got Rollins in the headlock now. Chin lock more. Now it's a full-blown sleeper hold. Rollins looked like he could pass out. I wish I was streaming like 15, 20 years ago. I wish I was doing YouTube. I wish I had done like what the Quartering did and what DSP and Review Tech did. And I wish I'd started YouTube back when it first started. And then I'd probably have 1 million subs by now. And then, then I would have had We Play back in the day. No, I don't watch Jeopardy. I used to watch Jeopardy. Jeopardy's a good show. All right, Rollins and Breaker both to their feet now. They're exchanging punches. Rollins is getting the better of him. Now he whips Breaker across the ropes. Breaker ducks a clothesline. Breaker going off the ropes over and over again. Then clotheslines Rollins himself. 2 count. Rollins kicks out. You got UFC Pragmata and this stream on. Hey, that's the only way to do it, brother. I know what you're doing here. You're playing the game. You're looking over at UFC with the sound maybe on, right? And you got my audio on too. So, I mean, you're dividing your attention 3 ways. I mean, we've all done it before. Breaker suplex on Rollins. It's Suplex City out there. Oh, no, I'm not playing any game. I'm just doing the commentary. Breaker suplexes Rollins again and got a 2 count. Yo, Eli's multitasking right now. He's got UFC on, this on, and playing Pragmata. Now, Breaker's giving elbows out to Rollins. And he's grabbing Rollins by the hair, pushes him against the turnbuckle. He's giving him more headbutts in the midsection. Breaker really doesn't have a whole lot of moves to his moveset. I'm going to be honest with you. Now Breaker's getting on the second rope, setting up for a superplex from the top. Well, at least the second rope. Rollins is biting Breaker's face. Literally biting his face, pushes him off the turnbuckle. Breaker goes to the top rope and does a Hurricane Rana on Rollins. An awful Hurricane Rana that didn't really work very well. Rollins sells it the best he could. Hey, Sam, what's going on, man? Let's see you in the chat, bud. Who do you want to win, Sam? You want Breaker or Rollins? Let me know. The bite's not legal, but the ref couldn't see it because they were on the turnbuckle. Like Rollins is up here, Breaker's here. He bites him in the face. The ref's back here. And then Breaker did a Hurricane Rana on Rollins from the top. He meant to look like really cool, but it didn't really work. He kind of fell backwards without Rollins, and Rollins had to just fall and sell it the best he could. Yeah, you could talk to Isaac if Isaac was around. Breakker throws Rollins out the ring. And now Breakker he's moving slowly now. Oh wait, he's lurking. He's gonna look for a spear here on the outside. He's sizing it up. Oh, and Rollins does the super kick. Now that looked really bad because Breakker was looking for the spear, but then he jumps in the air really weird, like he wouldn't normally do when he's gonna hit the spear in order for Rollins to kick him. So that spot looked awful. Not realistic at all. Are we going to get a double count out? They're up to 8. Breakker and Rollins get into the ring at 9. The match continues. Rollins throws himself into the turnbuckle onto Breakker. Now Rollins is giving clothesline after clothesline while holding Breakker's hand so he can't get away. Now he's giving him fist after fist. Breakker drops to a knee. I think he's setting up for the curb stomp. He whips off the ropes. Breakker gets up, misses the clothesline. Rollins hits his own clothesline. Goes for the pin. 2 count. Rollins is setting up for the curb stomp. Instead, he kicks him in the face. Breakker was lifted up on both knees. 2 count. That was not the curb stomp. It was a kick to the head. Either that was a botch. Look, Sam, I'm not ignoring you. I'm only answering a couple chats here and there whenever I'm commentating a match. I'm not ignoring you, bud. You're one of my top supporters. I'm not ignoring you. I swear. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate every chat you've done. And whenever we're in between matches, I'll go back and look at every single chat for sure. Okay? Rollins is kicking Breakker in the head. Now he's setting up for the curb stomp again. Yeah, you're good, man. He misses the curb stomp. Breakker catches his foot. Now Breakker is picking Rollins up and hits him with double knees to the stomach. Breakker goes for the spear. Rollins kicks him in the head instead. A botch! A botch! Rollins goes to flip over on Breakker and they don't connect right. Then Breakker does a somersault backwards onto Rollins. 2 count. They're botching left and right in this match, dude. What food ends in J? I don't know. I don't think there is a country that starts with X. I could be wrong. All right, Breakker whips Rollins into the corner. Now he's on the second rope. I'm sorry, dude. Breakker can't actually wrestle. Like, I know Rollins can wrestle. Breakker cannot get in the ring with Rollins and not botch. Anyway, he's punching Rollins in the head. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. Rollins got him for a buckle bomb. He hits it. Clothesline from Breakker to Rollins. Both men are down. Both men are down. And by the way, if they are putting Backlash on regular ESPN for the first hour, which I don't even know about, I get why they put this match on first to try to sell you the rest of the pay-per-view. Don't buy it. It's a bunch of dog crap because the middle 3 matches are going to be boring. I need. Thank you for doing your research, Sam. I definitely need your help to know that because I wouldn't have known that. No, I would not buy. Okay, I do spend $30 for the app, but I don't do it because of wrestling. I do it for sports. The fact that wrestling moved there is just by circumstance. And that also made it to where I don't need Peacock for anything really now. So I don't do Peacock. That makes me miss a couple playoff games, but not many. Breaker just jumps on Rollins on the announce table. The table does not break. Yeah, Switzerland starts with S. Now, Breaker's picking Rollins up. Trying to get him back in the ring. IMCA. Breaker throws Rollins back in. Breaker's going to the top rope. Maybe he's going for a shooting star press. He might be going for a shooting star press. No, Rollins gets up. Rollins superplexes Breaker off the top. Rolls into... Oh, wait. Breaker flipped the second suplex onto Rollins. 2 count. Rollins kicks out. I'm the only one that will sing YMCA for you on stream, Sam. You know that. This is why I'm here. I care about what my chat wants. All right, both men are down right now. Yeah, Eli, I started watching Landman, by the way. I think you suggested that show. 3 episodes in, I love the show. It's on Paramount. Breaker kicking Rollins. And he picks Rollins up into the turnbuckle. He's going back to his tried and true headbutts to the midsection. He's done that like 3 times this match. He lifts Rollins up on the second rope. Watch the We Play show, please. There's a We Play show. I might do that if I don't get copyright at some point. Breaker setting up for the suplex. Rollins gets out of it, scratches the back of Breaker. Guess what? They fixed the Hurricane spot, Hurricane Rana spot. They just did the Hurricane Rana spot again, this time a little better than the first time. So they're just repeating the spot that they messed up on earlier. And now Breaker's setting Rollins back up on the top turnbuckle. And Breaker does another Hurricane Rana, but Rollins lands on his feet, sort of. I don't know what their obsession is with trying to repeat that spot over and over again. It doesn't look good coming from Breaker. It doesn't look right. Rollins starts shaking his head like Hulk Hogan. Like, now he's giving him super kick after super kick. Breaker stays up. Rollins going for the pedigree. Nails it. He's setting up for the curb stomp. He got it. Rollins with the curb stomp. Paul Heyman's distracting the referee, though. Paul Heyman's distracting the referee so Rollins can't get the pin. And Rollins is taking the bait. He just pulled out the steel chair. I'm not cooking anything. I already ate. I ate some chicken. Someone just attacked Rollins from the crowd. Bald guy. And Logan Paul just tried to attack Rollins. He's being outnumbered. He uses the chair on them. I think that's Austin Theory. He just got curb stomped on the outside. So this is your typical cheating, heel cheating. Which again works, but it makes Breaker look weak. I don't love it. It was fried chicken. Well, not fried chicken, but like, I don't know, it's like grilled chicken with skin on it. Rollins rolls into the ring. Spear! Breaker, 1, 2. Oh, Rollins kicks out. I thought that was going to be a 3 for sure. Paul Heyman looks stunned. Because that looked like a spot where Rollins was going to lose. Because of the interference. But he kicked out anyway. Yeah, KFC's good, man. Like, I don't know why KFC gets a bunch of shit, but KFC is good. Breaker now taking the straps off of his singlet. He's lining up for the super spear. Rollins jumps out of the way to pedigree Breaker. Sort of a pedigree. Yeah, KFC's fire. It slaps, man. Rollins to the second rope. He goes for the super curb stomp, and Rollins catches him with a spear instead. But Rollins is getting up anyway. Breaker's setting up for the super spear. And he nails the super spear off the ropes. 1, 2, 3. Breaker has defeated Rollins. Oh, I got a multitude of problems with this match, guys. I'm not going to lie. I got a big, big fucking problem with this match and how it was done. So, let me start off by saying the right guy won. And I know Eli likes Rollins more. I understand. Rollins is the better wrestler for sure. Story-wise, you can't have Breaker lose because he's the ascending star. Rollins is at the point of his career where he's putting people over. But here's the problem. None of that matters because what they did in this match is they made Breaker look like a pussy. Okay? There's some villains that they should win by cheating, right? Or with help. But when you're badass Braun Breaker, who's supposed to be the next Brock Lesnar, you don't need to do that. So this was a mistake how they booked this match. So, in my opinion, no matter who they had win the match, how you book someone is almost as important as the outcome. So they botched this. You had to change to easy on Pragmata? Is it that hard? Because you're not an easy gamer. But I'm doing commentary on Backlash. I can't actually show it for or listen to the audio for it for copyright reasons. So we're doing commentary. We just had Braun Breaker beat Seth Rollins, which isn't the wrong move, but the problem is how he won. Having to have interference in the match makes him look weak. He's not the kind of wrestler that should have to cheat to win if he's supposed to be the badass. Oh, I get it, Eli. Yeah, a lot of times that's why if I put a game on easy, it's to just sometimes it's to speed it along a little bit, you know, especially if it's like a bullet sponge game or if it's a game that um, I'm retrying over and over again. Sometimes I like completing the challenge, and sometimes I just want to get through it a little bit. Hey Sam, I see you, man. Can I cook banana bread, please? Um, sure. I'll do that for you. I wonder if I'll need easy mode in Star Fox. Should you get Star Fox or Ghost of Yotei? Well, by the way, 2.5 minutes left in the commercials. So just letting you guys know. For you, Eli, I'd be dead honest with you. For you, Ghost of Yotei. And the reason I'll say that is you'll get so many more hours out of it. Now, for me, I would rather have Star Fox. I don't have really like I don't have a time issue where it's like, oh, I need an 80-hour game badly versus a game that I can beat in 6 hours. Star Fox probably won't be any more than 6 hours total for the campaign, if that. Maybe not even that. And it will have a multiplayer mode. But that doesn't bother me because I don't have never have a time for anything regardless. So it doesn't bother me. You have a decent amount of time on your hands where you could get into a Ghost of Yotei. But what's interesting about it is Yotei for 70 or Star Fox for 50. See, then you have to consider the price. Is Yotei still 70? Because if Yotei is 70 and Star Fox is 50, maybe you do go with Star Fox. Star Fox is 50 digital. But yeah, I'm not the biggest like Ghost of Tsushima fan, so Sam, you're hungry. I see you. All right, if I show you the dog, Sam, if I show you the dog, will that make you happy? Come here, Doodle. F is for friends that do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere, anytime at all, down in the deep blue sea. Come here. Good girl. Did you like that, Sam? Yeah, I mean, if it's me, Yotei at 70, Star Fox at 50, I'm going Star Fox. And to be completely honest with you, if they're both 50, I'm still going Star Fox. And to be honest with you, for me, if Star Fox is 50 and Yotei's 30, I'm still going Star Fox. But that's because I don't know. I'm interested in that franchise. I'm interested in that game. All right, wait, I see. I need to get the closed captioning on this. All right. Yeah, I like Star Fox. But I'll say this, Eli, if you do get Star Fox, me and you can team up on in the online mode. Yeah, Star Fox does have multiplayer. It's got 4v4 going on. They showed that off in the direct. So, in my opinion, oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that would be great. But in my opinion, Star Fox, the base game, the campaign, I'm gonna enjoy it. It's probably gonna be an eight, at least an 8 out of 10, maybe a 9 out of 10 game, right? Now, what can really make it a game of the year candidate for me is if the multiplayer slaps. If the multiplayer slaps, we got a real contender on our hands. All right, Sami Zayn is coming out. Someone's holding up a sign that says "Justice for the Gingerbread Man." People have been talking about this stupid gingerbread man. I don't even know what it is about or anything. I don't want to know, to be completely frank. But yeah, there'll be a day. What I'll do with Star Fox when it comes out, the first day it comes out that I play it on stream, I'm just doing the campaign that day. Probably beat it in one stream, to be honest. Then when I go to the multiplayer, I'll have like multiplayer days of hell. Let's play Star Fox, you know? F is for fire that burns down this whole town, says Sam. All right. We're getting ready for a U.S. title match, a rematch here between Sami Zayn and Trick Williams for the U.S. title. And Sam, if you want to, if you have a Switch 2, you can add me as a friend on Nintendo Switch 2. Game News US. I couldn't fit the A on there. Just Game News US. If you add me as a friend and you'd get Star Fox, we'll play Star Fox together. Okay? You can play with me and Eli. Yeah, I got a video on it coming out Sunday, Eli. It's a short one. I'm going to talk about the price hike and also talk about the Switch 2 sales and games that have sold well and kind of just go over the Nintendo financials. But you do already know about it. I'm not that surprised they're going up. They still didn't go up as much as PlayStation and Xboxes did. So, yeah, you can. You come over. Trick Williams is coming out, by the way. But no, $50 price hike, not a surprise. Sounds like they'll just be dropping the Mario Kart bundle and raising the base model from $450 to $500. Saw that coming a mile away. I would still advise people to get a Switch 2 over the Xbox or PlayStation. Would I ever come to Texas? I'd be willing to go to Texas, yeah. You want some of Mama's baked goods right now? All right, we're getting ready to start this match. Yeah, that's a possibility. Aliens could be demons, or demons could be aliens, or vice versa. I've always thought when we find out the answer to aliens, demons, and ghosts, that they're all going to end up being one thing, one way or another. All right, so we got Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn. I'll read your guys' chats when I can, but I'm trying to commentate this match. They're in a headlock. They're trying to, well, I'll be honest. I don't know what Sami Zayn's doing in the corner right now. He's kind of shoving his hand in Trick Williams' face. Now he's missing chops. This is already a disaster. This is already, I don't even know what they're doing in the ring. Sami Zayn gets Trick Williams in a headlock. Trick whips Sammy in the corner, misses the clothesline, leaping clothesline into Sammy. Now he's chopping Sammy in the corner. He's done it twice. He does it a third time. Sammy's chest is starting to turn red. He actually backhand bitch slaps Sami Zayn. I've never quite seen that happen in a wrestling match. He literally backhand bitch slaps Sami Zayn. Now he's stomping a mud hole and I'm walking dry in the corner. Now he whips Sammy into the corner. Sammy prevents himself from he gets out of the ring, basically. Again, why do we have to see this and not Cody versus Orton or something else? You know what I mean? Trick Williams hits Sammy from behind. Now he's dapping up his boy. He goes to throw Sammy in the steel steps. Sammy reverses it and throws Trick right into the steel steps. Sammy picks up the steps. Trick's manager's getting in the way. Sammy's having none of it. He's walking him down. The ref's still counting. Trick Williams slid in the ring. Sammy joins him now. I'm not going to Yemen. In the chat, I'm not going to Yemen. I don't know who says that. I'm not doing that. Sammy's up. Trick is down. Trick is clinging on to the bottom rope. Sammy's hitting him across the head. Sammy lifts Trick up. He's giving him a chop. Whips him on the ropes. Sammy knocks him down with a clothesline. Goes for the cover. 1 count. Covers him again anyway. 1 count. Covers him again anyway. 1 count. Yeah, exactly, Eli. I'm not going anywhere near the Middle East. Sammy's up. Trick is still down. Sammy's got most of the offense in the last few minutes. Now he's slapping repeatedly Trick in the head. Now he's staring down Trick's manager. Trick gets up, hits him with a kick to the head, and then a neck breaker. What's Obsession about? That movie is going to be great. I already got a feeling. Basically, it's about a guy who he breaks this wishing stick, and he wishes that the girl he likes will love him more than anyone in the world, and then she starts to be with him, and she gets crazier and crazier as it goes on because she gets obsessed with him. And that's what the movie's about. And I cannot wait to see this. Comes out Friday. All right, Trick body slams Sammy. Now he's in the middle of the ring. He's holding Sammy's hand while Sammy's laying on the ground. Lifts him up. Sammy with a drag arm takedown. Trick kicks Sammy in the head, knocks him down. He's motioning him to get up, get up. Sounds Lifetime movie, to be honest. No, it gets crazy if you watch some of the trailers. Trick body slams Sammy. 2 count. Sammy kicks out. Yes, Sam. This is you versus Eli in the ring. Eli is Trick Williams, and Sami Zayn is Sam. This is already better than night one. Dude, I got a problem with the Breakker Rollins match. I said it earlier. I don't like that Breakker needs interference. Like, that works for some bad guys, but it doesn't work for when you're supposed to be like the next Brock Lesnar. It makes you look weak. Sammy goes to sunset flip trick over the top rope, 2 count. There was a lot of botches in that first match. All right, Sammy's setting it up maybe for the haluva kick right here. He's trying to pump up the crowd. They've been quiet, sitting on their hands most of the night. Oh, he goes for the haluva kick. Trick kicks him instead. Trick misses another kick. Sammy blue thunder bomb. 2 count. Anything's better than night one, though, honestly. All right, Sammy pulls Trick up to a knee. Gives him a nice stiff shot right to the face. Sammy picks it up again. Trick reverses the whiplash. Oh, no! Sammy just hurt himself. That looked like a legit injury. Yeah, right. Sammy was faking it. He went for the inside cradle, never actually hooked the leg, got the 2 count. And now Sammy's picking up the candy cane. Nails Trick Williams with it. I guess Sami Zayn's turning heel. 1, 2, kick out. Trick Williams kicked out anyway. I'm really confused. Maybe this is part of like the problem with not watching every week. Is Sammy heel? Because he's acting like he's heel. And I thought Trick Williams was heel. Is Trick face? I'm like, am I just like wrong? Like, I feel dumb right now. Hi. Now Sammy kicking Trick Williams in the corner. He's stomping him over and over and over again. He's continuing to stop him. The ref's trying to stop him. Now, again, the ref is a black woman. So they're not going to have Sami Zayn like kick her or push her or anything. Again, if you got to stop your opponent from attacking, then the match should be called, right? The manager hits Sammy in the back of the head. Trick Williams hits him with a kick. Sammy kicks out at 2. I don't even know Trick Williams' finisher, but if that was Trick Williams' finisher, then again, we're sort of just we're wasting people's finishers. A finisher is a finisher is a finisher. Robbie and Sammy, you're in the video? Who? Whose video? Sammy throws Trick out the ring. Now Sammy's beating the crap out of Trick's manager. Sammy's got his back turned to Trick. Not a good idea. On the outside of the ring. Trick just clotheslines Sammy onto the steel steps. Picks him back up, lifts him on the steps. As Sammy gives him elbow shots. DDT's Trick right onto the steel steps. Sammy's focused on Trick Williams' manager. He gives him the Haluva kick, knocks him out cold. Sammy gets back in the ring now. He's going for the Haluva kick on Trick. Misses. Trick off the ropes. Running knee from Trick. 1, 2, and 3. Trick Williams retains the U.S. title. Well, I'm 2-0 on my picks tonight. The running knee is his finisher. Okay. Well, the match is over. Trick Williams has won. I got to say, I don't know who's supposed to be the heel or the face here, but Sami Zayn acted like a face or acted like a heel this match. But Trick Williams' manager hit Sami. That's a heel maneuver. So are these two heels? Are these two faces? Or is this one heel, one face, and which one is it? So I don't know. And that's the thing. If you get out of wrestling for even a few weeks, you don't know who they flip heel or face anymore. And it should be readily apparent who's the good guy and bad guy. You could almost, if you go to watch 80s or 90s wrestling, it would take you about 15 seconds. And you immediately know who the bad guy is and who the good guy is supposed to be. And I know there's some people that say you don't need good guys and bad guys in wrestling. That's bullshit. And here's why. That would be like saying, oh, okay, you don't need good guys or bad guys in movies. You do. It's called a plot. It's called a confrontation, a conflict that needs a resolution. You're telling a story, right? Josh Howman, yeah, Dashhausen, he'll be up later. We got another long commercial going on. Not a surprise. The dumbass. That's funny. That's funny. That's actually funny. Yeah, he's on the show. Danhausen or whatever is on the show. But no Cody, no CM Punk, no Randy Orton, right? That's what we're doing. Okay. And you only have like, what, 5 billion different women's championships on here. And instead, you're going to have, what, Asuka versus Kyrie, Kyrie Zane? Kyrie Zane? Yeah. Makes a lot of sense, right, guys? We're going to build off of nothing that really happened off Mania at all. And just roll with that. And we got a predictable main event. Roman's not losing the title to fall 2. Like, I mean, if you're going to build up fall 2 to be like a superstar, why you just throwing into Roman right here? Right? Why just throw in the Roman right here? Why not build it up to SummerSlam at least? Make you actually think he has any chance of beating Roman. Because that would be really weird if Roman were to lose the title a month after winning it at Mania. Less than a month after winning it at Mania. That would be really kind of funny, but won't happen. So that's your main event. You know, Roman versus Punk. Roman Punk was so good, should have had it a second time. Honestly, would have been okay with the rematch. Oh, Sam, look at that. You took the #1 badge over from Eli after that last chat. It only took you about 5,000 chats to do it. Oh. You see that, Eli? Sam chatted enough. He finally got the #1 badge. Oh, geez. Oh, man. Crack me up. Both y'all crack me up. We're still on commercial break. This show sucks. Be honest. Or an hour. We got 2 hours left. How do we have 2 hours left? With 3 matches left. How do we have 2 hours left of this? Is this even going to go 3 hours? Is this show even going to make it 3 hours? It's going to be the length of a Raw? This could have been this show honestly could have just been called Monday Night Raw. And it would be like believable. Except somehow Monday Night Raw gets more going on. But anyway, I don't know. I mean, what's the point? Honestly, this pay-per-view doesn't even seem this seems below D level. Seriously. Like, don't you think your pay-per-view after WrestleMania, you want to come out hot with something? Yeah, Sam, I'm listening. What do you want to ask? Oh, by the way, I definitely want to talk about this story at some point. It's hot as fuck. Yeah, right. Oh, is it hot outside, you mean? Probably. It's not really that bad here. But no, yeah, you're in Texas, so get used to it. I still had a nice chill morning, a nice cold morning. But IGN gave out a 10 out of 10 this year for a game. And I can't believe it. I simply refuse to believe it. It's bad, too. Like, the game is woke hot garbage. It's called mixtape. And my understanding is mixtape is about, like, yeah, mixtape. It's kind of about a lesbian, like, group of friends. It's shot like an interactive story style, but you can literally not play the game and it basically will play itself. And there's even like a scene in there where two tongues are wrestling each other. It's them kissing. This is like two minors that are a lesbian couple. And IGN gives it a freaking 10. IGN's lost the plot, dude. In no world. Look, I'm not even the biggest Crimson Desert fan. How is Crimson Desert a 6 and this a 10? Really? Mixtapes on Game Pass? Well, go check it out, Eli. Go check it out. Tell me what you think. The Miz is coming out with, I honestly don't even know who the second guy is. It's going to be hard to call this match because I don't even know who this other person is that's with the Miz. No, mixtape is, god damn, I cannot believe. IGN gave it a 10. It's got an 85 on Metacritic. No. It's wrong, dude. Remember, they gave Soros a 7. They have no consistency at all. And that's because IGN, they have different reviewers for a bunch of the different games. And of course, they also have an agenda. If you're woke, they'll give your game a good score. Is Shrek hot? I'm not a woman, so I couldn't tell you. All right. They're showing... honestly, God, I can't care about this match any less. They're showing a video package of what's going on between Dashhound. I don't even know how to say it. Datterman, whatever. And the Miz. Danhausen. Dashhound. Dashhound's right here. There's Dashhound right there. But no. Danhausen. I really don't care, guys. I really don't care about Danhausen or The Miz or anything that we're seeing in the ring. Why are we seeing this instead of Cody Rhodes or Randy Orton or CM Punk? Why? Hell, for God's sake, I'm even wanting main event Jey Uso to come out there and start eating over this. CM Punk will be the partner. Well, again, if you're doing a mystery partner, why would you use somebody that's currently in the industry? You could promote that guy being on the show. You could promote CM Punk being on. A mystery partner should be somebody that's either debuting or returning from injury or getting called up from NXT. So I'm going to butcher the names of these. I don't even know who Miz's partner is. That's how out of the loop I am with this right here. I don't even know who the guy is that came out with Miz. I thought it was Bailey that came out at first. I thought legitimately Bailey that came out. So now Danhausen's coming out. Yes, all right. He's got his partner. He's opening the box. It's a mystery partner. Oh. It's a midget of himself. What are we doing? What are we even doing? I'm at a loss for words. That can't be the mystery partner. I just What is this? This is a disgrace, honestly. This is below. This is like so like this actually this makes me want to log off. This makes me want to just like end the stream, log off. This honestly this is fucking sick. This is fucking ridiculous. Hello, you're live on air.
I love this. This is amazing.
No, I'm not gonna end. I'm not gonna end it. The stream. I swear, guys. I'm just saying. This is amazing, huh?
This is amazing. This is fantastic.
Is this like the time that Vince McMahon's no, is this the time Shawn Michaels' partner was God? All right, well,
honestly, this don't surprise me because this is just a filler match.
The little person, we'll call it a little person, we'll be politically correct here, just got kicked in the head by Male Bailey.
Oh, that's Kit Wilson.
Kit Wilson. Okay, Kit Wilson misses his kick. Now, what's the little guy's name? Does he have a name?
I've never seen him before.
All right.
This is his debut, just like you said. Mystery partner should be a debut. This is his debut.
This is it. This is low. This is embarrassing, man. Even for WWE, like I can't even commentate on this, man. Like I'm just at a complete and total. The Miz is getting ragdolled around by the little guy.
What is your audience saying?
They want me to sing YMCA. They say this is ridiculous. That's basically it right now. Sam spam in the chat, as usual, wanting me to play We Play. Eli probably left. I think Eli left totally and said, yo, I'm out on this. Hurricane Rana from the little guy onto Kit Wilson.
All right, I'm gonna get off here and talk to my girlfriend.
All right, I'll see you. Oh, Eli's still there. Eli's still here. All right. So yes, there is a little guy, a little Danhausen, that's like 2 foot tall, is Danhausen's partner, and he's destroying Kit Wilson and The Miz right now in the ring. He's like 2 foot tall. This is like disgraceful, embarrassing. Like if I were The Miz, as soon as this match is over, I would walk to the back and I would say, I'm retiring. This is an insult to professional wrestling in every way, shape, and form. There is nothing funny about this. There's nothing clever about this. This isn't cute. Now they're ragdolling the little person around. Danhausen hasn't even been tagged in all match. The Miz body slams him, rips off his shirt Hulk Hogan style, flexes. Now they're pointing at their ear like, oh, cheer for us. You should be embarrassed. Like this may be one of the most cringe things I've ever seen. Like this is cringe, man. They're doing a double suplex on the little guy now. They dropped him on his head. Pinned him with one hand. He kicked out. This is a joke. Pinned him again. He kicked out. Like, this is the kind of... YouTube wants me to watch Lolcow Wiki with Method Glammy. Yeah, forget that guy. Forget that chick. I think Glammy Lammy would make more sense to be in this match than the little guy. Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj would have made more sense in this match. This is like, remember how you had Goldberg and Gilbert? This is like if Goldberg and Gilbert decided to be a tag team. Nicki Minaj is a Christian, by the way. Well, I mean, when did that happen? I don't know. Some of her music videos seem suspect, don't they? I do think Nicki Minaj is more of a Christian than Melanie Mack is now. I believe that. After what I've seen this week. All right, Danhausen gets tagged in finally. Now he's going to town after the hot tag. He's laying waste to Kit Williams and The Miz. Now he's clotheslining each of them in a turnbuckle. Kit Wilson? I don't know. Scooter told me what this guy's name was, and I'm probably getting it wrong because I just don't care about him. We'll call him Kit for short. Miz misses the clothesline. Danhausen reverses it into a DDT. Yeah, Kit Wilson, not Williams. Kit Wilson. I didn't even know his name. Danhausen kicks Kit. Miz with the roll up. 2 count. Miz kicks Danhausen. Oh, you've seen him before? Yeah. The little guy just knocked Miz off the turnbuckle. Little guy to the top. Hurricane Rana. Okay, come on. Come on. He Hurricane Rana Kit Wilson all the way out of the ring. And then he does a suicide dive through the ropes and knock them both down. Dude weighs probably like 50 pounds. This is bullshit. Yeah, The Miz has always sucked. Honestly, he always has. He never should have ever been in the main event scene like he was 15 years ago. And I don't know how he still has a freaking job. Meanwhile, Aleister Black gets fired. All right, they're outside the ring. Kit throws the little guy back into the box. That's his cloning machine. Yeah, next week. I can't wait for next week. Next week, I'm going to do the Netflix Ronda Rousey card. Ronda Rousey versus Gino Carano, the full card. All right, so the box just opened and about 7 small little Danhausens, little guys, came out of the box and they started beating up Kit and knocking him into the ring. Yeah, so you might tune in for my commentary, Eli, if you don't have Netflix. So now he's doing a whirly bird helicopter on Kit, the little guy. And he dizzied himself out. Awesome. Yeah, I'm way more excited for that than I am what I'm watching right now. I'm going to do the whole card. Prelims and all was the plan. The Miz with a skull-crushing finale on the little guy. You had to lift him up to do it. Danhausen breaks up the pin. Danhausen getting back to his feet. Tags himself in. Now he's going to town on the Miz. Clotheslines him out of the ring. Kit misses his own clothesline. Danhausen clotheslines Kit out of the ring. Miz has pulled out a fire extinguisher. Ref's looking right at it. That should be a DQ. Oh, he's going to do the fire extinguisher. Oh, my God. The fire extinguisher wasn't working. Then the Miz looks at it, puts the fire extinguisher on himself, and then his partner by accident. Little guy jumps off Danhausen's shoulders to knock Kit outside the ring. Now Danhausen lines up, hits him with a straight boot. 1, 2, 3. I didn't know if that was his finisher or not, but Danhausen hit him with a boot. When Miz got hit, spit went everywhere. Danhausen and the little guy win. And what I can only say is one of the most embarrassing displays I've ever seen in professional wrestling history. Eli says, did you play MMOs when you were younger? I don't think so. I know a lot of people like, because MMOs for a long time are a PC thing. You know what I mean? Like, they weren't readily available on consoles very much. And I'm not much of a PC player. I've always gamed on consoles. Oh, Final Fantasy 11. Yes. So, I did not play Final Fantasy 11. I didn't have a PS2. I've had experience playing on the PS2. A lot of that PS2 experience was playing San Andreas at friends' houses. I was the GameCube boy. Yeah. I was the GameCube boy, so. So I've had like every Nintendo, basically every Nintendo home console and handheld, except the original NES. Did I play Halo later than launch? No. I was, again, it's friends' houses, right? Like, oh, I got a GameCube, so we play Melee at my house. Oh, my friend's got Halo. We'll play at his house. Oh, my other friend's got San Andreas on PlayStation 2. We'll play at his house. So it's sort of like a communal thing where it's like, oh, none of our parents bought us multiple consoles, but when we had different ones, we go to each other's houses. Oh, Halo LAN parties. Yeah, I would honestly, I'll be honest. I would forget how to even set one up these days. It's been a long time. We're on commercial, by the way, but it's been a while, you know? But yeah, I would say that GameCube, PS2, Xbox era is when we all started hanging out at each other's houses playing games. Like when I was in the 90s, right? We did hang out sometimes and play games. Like N64, I would have friends over. We'd play GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, like late 90s, right? Mario Party. That was the start of like having friends over and playing stuff like that. But like I said, it really got going in that sixth generation with GameCube with the Melee. I was the Melee guy. You know, we still had Mario Party, Mario Kart. You know, I always thought GameCube was still the best to play, place to play 4-player games, couch co-op. Nintendo always was. N64, GameCube, Wii. They were always the best for this. Okay. And then, you know, PS2, you know, San Andreas, Halo on the Xbox. And then it transitioned to when we got to high school, it became like Brawl, like Smash Brawl. No, it was still Melee. For Brawl was more college for me. But we were doing Halo 3, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, Wii Sports, like my senior year of high school, right? So I had the Wii. We were doing Wii Sports. And my other friend would have Xbox 360. and we would do Halo 3 and Call of Duty. It was mostly Nintendo Xbox at that point. Now, one of my friends did get a PS3, but we really didn't get too involved with PS3 until actually it was after college, like dropping out of college, coming back home, and then like in the early 2010s, we'd be playing stuff like Dragon's Crown together, like RPGs, like Ratchet and Clank All for One on there. And we would play stuff like even Diablo 3, right? But then when we started hitting the PS4 generation, hanging out and doing couch co-op just stopped. Totally, it seemed like. And I remember us getting into parties, though, doing Destiny, right? We would get into parties. We'd do Destiny on the PS4. We'd still do Call of Duty. Our last Call of Duty we played together in lobbies with consistently was Black Ops 3. And I don't know if it's because I quit after that and I went on my gaming hiatus or because everybody else was quitting, I stopped doing Call of Duty. One of the two was happening. It was like the same time, right? 2015, 2016, it was done totally. Now, there's hardly anybody I game with on a consistent basis. People got jobs, people got kids, people got married, people gamed less. You did couch co-op in the PS4 era. Makes sense. But yeah, I would say it was a good nearly 20-year run. No, not 20-year run. It was probably a good 15-year run of couch co-op between 1998 to 2013. And then it was another good 3 or 4 years of consistent online only after that. And then after that, it's been mostly just I play randoms online or I'm playing single player. Except for Scooter. I would go over to Scooter's house post 2016. Me and Scooter would hang out and take turns on Madden sometimes. Or baseball or stuff like that. But yeah, definitely you miss those days sometimes, you know? But just off top of my head, just real quick, when I think of like the late 90s N64 era, late 90s, early 2000s, we were doing GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, and Mario Parties, Mario Tennis, Mario Golf, the first Smash. You know, that's the kind of shit we were playing. And we didn't really play PS1 very much at all. I had a PS1. I barely played any games on it. I played the Spyro stuff, the Crash stuff like that. EO Sky is coming out, by the way. So that's like the N64 era stuff. GoldenEye, Perfect Dark. And then, like I said, we got into like preteen / early teen years. And with the GameCube, we're doing stuff like, you know, we're doing Melee, we're doing Double Dash, you know, we're doing stuff like that. But we're also, you know, somebody else is an Xbox, we're doing Halo, we're taking turns on San Andreas. And then, like I said, we moved on to there's Halo 2, then there's Call of Duty, then there's Wii Sports, then there's Mario Kart Wii, and there's Smash Brawl. And, you know, obviously Mario parties throughout the year, throughout that too. And, you know, like I said, early 2010s, we were doing stuff on the PS3, actually. Like, you know, we're doing Dragon's Crown, we're doing Diablo 3, we're doing Ratchet and Clank All for One, and Diablo 3, I remember us doing Diablo 3, and when we beat it, I feel like that's the last couch co-op game like I've done with 4 people. You know what I mean? They fired Kairi Sane, I think. Maybe I just had Io Sky confused with Kairi Sane earlier when I was talking about who Asuka's facing. I get it mixed up, man. Yeah, Asuka's coming to the ring. Again, why are we having this match? Why isn't there a women's championship match going on or something like that? Why is it this? This match could be on Monday Night Raw. That's a good idea, though, for a top 10 list. Top 10 games I had fun with playing with people in the same room with in my personal life. That would be crazy. That'd be a crazy top 10. I already know what my number 1 is. Are you going to watch the Bloodborne animated movies? Oh, why's it got to be animated, though? Maybe. I would want that in real life. I'd want it to be an actual horror movie or something. So, yeah, I think when I think of playing a video game with friends in the same room, first game that comes to my mind, the very first one, it's Modern Warfare 2, actually. Which, again, that was late 2000s. Actually, post high school. But I think of Modern Warfare 2. All right, the match has started. Io Sky and Asuka are in a tie-up right now. Elden Ring being live action is going to be awesome. They're still in a tie-up. They haven't separated. The ref's going to separate now. Asuka pushes Io. Yeah, I don't know. The 3 that come to my mind, right? I mean, well, there's a few that come to mind. Melee was big. Halo 3 was big. And Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And Mario Party 3. Those are the 4 right there on the Mount Rushmore. A Halo, a Call of Duty, a Mario Party, and a Smash. Those are the 4. The 4, each one the best in their series when we played them couch co-op. And left an impact on me. Those 4 games. All right, now they're pushing each other. Asuka's punching Io. They're whipping off the ropes. Io doing a bunch of cartwheels. Slides underneath, leg takedown. Missile drop kick. Well, the GameCube Mario Parties are good. Mario Party 3, though, is the last N64 one, is still the one we played the most. We played Mario Party 3 for probably a decade at least after it came out. We were still playing it. We would sometimes play the other Mario Parties. We'd always go back to 3. 3, we love Mario Party 3. It's just like with Smash. Even after Brawl came out, we went back to Melee sometimes. Or with Call of Duty, we went Modern Warfare 2. Halo 3. We always went back to Halo 3. So that's why I got to give one of each of those franchises on there. And those are the best of each of those franchises that we couch co-opt. And yeah, the new Super Mario Brothers games, I remember doing that too. There was an era with the Wii U where we did some couch co-op also, like early in the Wii U era, like New Super Mario Brothers U and shit like that. Nintendo Land, you know. I would have my friends over I worked overnights for a while, but on my off nights, I'd have my friends over Tuesdays and Wednesday nights. I was in a young marriage at the time, but I'd have my friends over my hot ass little apartment that only had an air conditioner in the bedroom because there was no window anywhere else in the house. And we'd run 2 fans. We'd all be sitting on couches and chairs, huddled around, either watching YouTube videos in the early 2010s or, and this is like late Wii era and then transition to the Wii U era. And we'd be doing a bunch of co-op shit, Wii Sports stuff. We're sweating our nuts off in the summertime in this little ass apartment. And then, or watching YouTube videos together. I should have started YouTube right then. Right then in the early 2010s. I should have started YouTube right then and there. Because if I had started YouTube right then and there, who knows? I could have a million subs. I could have been a Review Tech USA or a DSP, because a lot of these guys aren't great. They're just first. Because I remember when YouTube debuted, I was watching like the early shit on YouTube. Like I was there from the beginning watching stuff. And if I had started doing content then, even back in high school, who knows, man? Would have had all those years of getting subs. All right. Io's down. Asuka's got her in the armbar. She's not tapping. She's refusing to tap. You watched Markiplier's original Dead Space Let's Play at the time. Yeah, there definitely was an era where Let's Plays were a bigger deal than they are now. Asuka is slapping the piss out of Io. Io's on the ground, not moving. Asuka doing a little bit of taunting at the crowd and celebrating. She looks like a lizard in her outfit with the makeup on and the green. She's giving Io some kicks to the chest. Don't worry, there ain't a lot of titty there to kick. Another kick. Io's yelling at her. She's getting kicked again by Asuka. Io punches her right in the face. Io with a stomp. And then she falls to the ground. They're both down. Yeah, I'll be curious to see how it goes when I do like gameplay uploads, like just videos of gameplay, how that's received. So far, not so bad. Asuka goes for the clothesline. No good. Io hits her with the elbow. Now an uppercut. Goes to whip her in the ropes, reversed. Io gets outside the ring. Now she's going to the top rope. Io with a missile drop kick. Asuka down. Io with a kick up. And then a front forward, and then she does one of these. Now Asuka's in the corner. On the ground. Io double knees to the corner. Goes for the pin. 2 count kick out. Yeah, Io picks Asuka up. She sets up for what looks like the pedigree, but Asuka counters, and she's giving out a series of kicks and punches. Hits her with a kick to the face. 2 count. Io kicks out. Doodles. Doodles, what are you doing, Doodle? Come here. Now Asuka setting it for a kick to the face. Misses. Io with the roll up. 2 count. Io misses her kick, but then hits her on the backside with a kick. 2 count. Asuka kicks out. Io lifts Asuka up. Io going for a suplex. Asuka won't let her. She grabs the ropes. Io pulls her back. Gets her with the suplex anyway, right into a pinfall. 2 count. Asuka flips her over. Got her into an arm submission. She's going to break her arm. Io flips over, hits her with a kick to the head. Asuka kicks Io. Io shakes her finger no. Asuka for the clothesline, misses. Io spinning kick. Both women are down. They're both getting up slowly but surely. Asuka is able to grab Io and put her in a submission chokehold right away. Io trying to roll out of it. Io gets up to a knee, now on her feet. Giving her back elbows to the head. Io grabs Asuka, gives her a stunner. Asuka don't no sells it and gets up right away. She grabs Io again and has her by the arm again. Io rolls through again. Now Asuka rolls over and gets her into the armbar. Io fighting. Io gets out of it again. Now she's rolling Asuka up into her own submission. Io's got a rear naked choke on her. Not really. She's grabbing her by the chins. It's not really in. But, I mean, not really being, just being technical here. Asuka trying to get to the rope. She gets 1 foot on the rope. Io must break the hold. Asuka's in the corner outside the ring on the apron. Io's inside the ring now, getting on the turnbuckle. She's up to the second rope, and Asuka hits her on the post. Io falls off the turnbuckle. She's got 1 leg hanging on that turnbuckle still. Hunched over. Asuka's headed to the top. Io gets her with an uppercut. Now she's going to the second rope. Now to the top rope. Io hits the Hurricane Rana much better than Braun Breaker could. Asuka rolls it through, though, into a roll-up. Io kicks out at 2. Yeah, she did what Braun Breaker tried to do 3 times last match. But couldn't do it right. And hit the Hurricane Rana from the top rope. Asuka's up. She's been no-selling Io a lot this match. I'll be honest with you. She's disrespecting Io. Asuka goes for a butt bump. Misses in the ropes. Io kicks her out the ring. Io's holding her shoulder. Asuka's laying outside the ring. Io off the ropes. Asuka punches Io, who tries to dive out of the ropes, square in the face. Throws her on the announce table. Now they're up on the announce table. Asuka going for a suplex. Io stops it. Asuka kicks her in the midsection. They're standing on the announce table. Asuka goes for the green mist, and Io blocks it with a laptop. Asuka goes for a kick. Io caught it. Smashes Asuka on the announce table. Obviously didn't break. Io's getting on top of the announce table now. There's a splash on Asuka outside the ring. She gets back in the ring to break the count. Right back to the apron as Io. Io going for a moonsault. It barely connects. But Asuka's down. She was even motioning, literally motioning Asuka to move into position. She wasn't in position. Io doing her little point to her head. She throws Asuka in the ring. She's going to the top turnbuckle. Moonsault did not land. Asuka catches her in the triangle. Now she's flipped it to the armbar. Io refuses to tap. Oh, got in the triangle again. Now she's reversed it to a rear naked choke. Io's passing out. Io's passing out. No, Io did not pass out. She flipped it over into a pin. 2 count. Asuka kicks out. Io was pretending to pass out. Or almost passing out. One of the two. And played possum. Just long enough, but not where the ref would end the match. Now they're on their knees, giving each other a series of slaps. Now Io's continuously slapping Asuka. Io goes for the kick. Asuka blocks. Asuka grabs her, suplexes her. Asuka goes for the kick, misses. Io suplex. Asuka now is back in the turnbuckle. Laying down. Double knees to the head. Io pulls her to the middle of the ring. She's going to the top rope. Io hits the moonsault. 1, 2, and 3. Io has defeated Asuka. Not a surprise. Guys, I'm literally going to be 5-0 this pay-per-view. Because I think Roman's going to beat Fatu, so. This is like the easiest pay-per-view to predict of all time. I'm going to go get a drink. I'm going to let the dogs out. And I will be back. Well, hopefully with our main event or maybe John Cena's announcement or something. You want to go outside? And if you chat anything while I'm gone, I'll look at it when I get back and we'll discuss. I'll be gone a couple minutes. Gonna go outside, boy? Boy? Gotta go potty? Come here, little man. Yeah. All right. Let's go potty. Oh, God, they're hugging it out after the match. I'm so tired of the mutual respect era. They're kissing. Well, hold on. Guys, I got to tell you this. Asuka and Io are actually kissing. And hugging in the ring. Dude, I was waiting on someone to turn heel. And nobody did. It's the fucking mutual respect era. Come on. WWE needs to do better, man. Like, the wrestling isn't horrible, but the storylines and the characters you build around it are just fucking trash. Straight garbage. Mutual respect era. Tired of it. All right, John Cena's coming out. John Cena's coming out. I got to put it on the closed captioning. All right. John Cena's announcement's coming. Come here, dude. I'm still waiting on my other dog to get in here. John Cena's announcement's coming. He's in a suit and tie again. He's in the ring. John Cena said, like, he was going to make a huge announcement. Could this be John Cena returning to the ring? Because let me tell you, when you say stuff like that, and if it's going to be a dud, I'm going to get mad. Waiting on my other dog to come in. I'm watching now. Hopefully y'all hear me. I'm going to paraphrase what he says. This is just so cool, honestly. I'm saying what he's saying now. One of the great things about being on this side now is I can lean into moments like this that you allow me to be a part of, because I know there's nobody coming down to kick my teeth in. So thank you so much. Truly thank you. Cheers and applause. Oh, that's in parentheses. Come on, little man. Crowd chanting Cena. Oh, great. The app's freaking loading. The app is freaking loading on me. Come on. Come on. The stupid app, dude. This is crazy. I got to back out and re-enter. Are you kidding me right now? God damn it. Right. An entire evening of the best today, competing with the best tomorrow. An entire event where it's WWE superstars and NXT superstars get an opportunity to give you all they have in hopes of being crowned a champion. What's he talking about? That's right. We are making history here tonight because we have a brand new event and the debut of a brand new championship in the WWE. And not just any championship. This is an event that I'm personally putting my name on. So I am going to strive for a certain level of excellence, and I'm also going to do everything I can to make it special. I have said time and time again, the biggest superstar in WWE is the WWE Universe. So on top of a new event, on top of a new championship, for the first time in history, your voice will be heard louder than ever before because you, the audience, the fan, will vote to crown the champion of the John Cena Classic. And every participant qualifies, which also means for the first time in history, a superstar may not win their match, but their hustle could earn yours backed up. Earn your respect, win your heart, win your vote, and you could still be crowned them the John Cena Classic champion. This is a single event that embodies everything I stand for and believe I value, and I cannot stress how important it is to me. I promise to give you everything I have to make this an experience that goes beyond just 1 or 2 years. I want to do it for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 30 years. The sky's the limit. 1, I want to take 1 second to thank the superstars like Obafemi that busted on that Saturday to make it a reality. He's watching. I wanted to take a second to thank the WWE for being gracious enough to take a chance on this crazy idea. Man, I hope it works. I want to thank everybody watching at home. Most importantly, I want to thank the city of Tampa Bay. There's a lot of you folks in the crowd tonight that know this city means a lot to me for a whole lot of reasons. And you could add this one to the list. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your enthusiasm. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for the noise. It does sound like you're ready. I'll see you at the John Cena Classic. And now it's time for your main event. Okay. Michael Cole says, ladies and gentlemen, what an opportunity laid out tonight by none other than John Cena. The title's called the, okay, so the title's called the John Cena Classic. I'm really, this announcement confused. Part of the problem is I got the fucking stream cut me out. And so I missed part of the announcement. But he acted like it was going to be some kind of tournament. But then he also talked about some sort of fan vote. And you're right. It sounds like that's the tournament name. But that also sounds like it's the championship. Oh, okay. I'm going to Google it up. I know it's really early on. They may not have it. But I got to figure this out. This doesn't make any sense. Actually, I'll just call Scooter. Real quick. Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, I was watching John Cena's announcement. The damn fucking streaming service cut out for half of it. I had to go back up and re-enter. What was the announcement?
For the first time ever, the John Cena Classic. So for one night, every superstar they're going to be competing. It's going to be one night, but it's going to be a whole bunch of superstars. The fans get to pick who wins the Classic and wins the new championship.
Wait, what do you mean the fans pick the winner?
Even if they don't lose, even if they don't win their match, the fans get a vote.
Then what are they wrestling for?
The fans' respect.
Okay, so this is why I got confused. So let me get this straight. It's gonna. Did he even say how many people are in this tournament?
No, not yet.
Okay,
It's
so
gonna be one big event.
well, they have 5-match pay-per-views, so I imagine it's not going to be more than an 8-man tournament in one night. You know what I mean?
Well, I think he said something that it's gonna be multiple nights or something.
Okay, so it's not one night. It's but obviously there'll be qualifiers, right?
I'm guessing. It's gonna probably be. He said it's gonna be a couple nights, so it'll probably be like. So it's gonna be people from NXT, people from SmackDown, Raw, and TNA.
But here's where I get confused. Okay, not confused, but I get like perplexed and just dumbfounded. So you could lose your match in advance.
Well, there's no advance. It's the fans get to pick they get to pick who they want to win it.
Oh, I mean, out of everybody that competes,
yes,
they pick who they like the most.
Yes.
But out of the people that competed.
Yes.
So you might have you might have 8.
You may have Blowjob Betty against Laser Suit Larry, and they could pick,
as long as they wrestled that night.
Yes.
So it's basically a popularity contest.
Basically.
All right, so this is about the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Thank you for clarifying what it is.
So basically, like, if they wanted LA Knight.
And this is not just a tournament. There's an actual belt involved with this.
There's a belt involved.
And this belt, is this a belt like a Saudi belt they only parade around one night?
I don't know. He didn't really clarify that.
Okay.
He said it's going to be a yearly thing.
So I can safely say John Cena's announcement was stupid and bullshit. And like I said, if it's not him returning to wrestling, then any announcement he did announce was going to be dumb and gay. So I guess that's it.
Well, I told you it wasn't going to be anything about wrestling. He wasn't going to come out of retirement.
Yeah, but when he knew what he was teasing. The way he teased it was like, "Oh, I have a major announcement for the first time ever," like something like huge. And instead, it's just some freaking stupid ass event they're doing.
Well, I mean, something new. He said that this is something he came up with. He said this has nothing to do with TKO. He says nothing to do with Triple H. This is what he came up with. This is going to be on him. He said if it fails, it's on him.
Huh. Look at that. The Clash in Italy, they're just promoting it. Comes out Sunday, May 31st. And guess what? It's on during the day.
Well, Italy, yeah.
Freaking morons.
That'll probably be around noon.
2 p.m. Eastern. So, but anyway, yeah, thanks for clarifying, man. I just wanted to know. By the way, Eli says he watched the Obsession movie trailer. He said it looks scary as fuck. I agree, Eli. Obsession looks freaking great. I think we're all excited for Obsession.
Well, it's not scary. It's not scary. It's just gonna be a mind fuck.
Yeah, it's good.
Scared of fucking little girl midgets.
No, I think a woman that's that obsessed over you, that could be scary.
Well, Eli wouldn't know about that.
Hey, he's in the chat right now. He's in. Hey now.
Pew pew. But all right, well, I'm gonna get off here.
All right, man.
I gave Mortal Kombat a 7.5.
It's average.
So.
And I gave Hokum a 9.5. The only reason I don't give it a 10 is because I feel like it wasn't quite as fuckery as I would like it to have been.
Yeah, but I told you it was it's your kind of movie, though. I told you that. But all right, well, I'll talk to you later.
All right, man. I hope at least Obsession's a 10 out of 10, but we'll see.
We'll see. Bye.
Yeah, we'll see. Bye. See ya. All right, so Scooter clarified that. Hopefully y'all heard him. It's some sort of night where there's different wrestling matches going on, and by the end of the night, the fans pick a champion. So there it is. It's a dumb little announcement, in my opinion. Eli says he's glad he hasn't had a woman like that. Well, no woman's going to be quite like that woman in Obsession. She's obviously super extreme. I have had women go crazy on me, though, like that. But they usually don't stick around when you tell them to fuck off. When you really tell them to fuck off, they really do fuck off sometimes. Like, even if they're, like, threatening to off themselves in Minecraft, or they're, like, trying to, like, ruin your newer relationships, that only goes on for so long, and usually then they actually will fuck off. But, you know, there are stories of psychos and people that don't fuck off. So, luckily, I've never had it that bad. We're getting ready for Roman versus Fatu. Following this main event, I'm going to off stream. I'm going to watch the Lakers and the OKC play. Let's see how it's going in hockey right now. Keep an eye on the hockey score. Hockey right now, the Carolina Hurricanes are leading the Flyers 2-1, and if the Hurricanes win, they'll sweep the Flyers. Tomorrow, I know in the NBA, we got the Knicks trying to sweep the Sixers. I'm not streaming that. I'm not doing a double stream tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will stream the Timberwolves and the Spurs. I haven't streamed that series at all yet. I haven't streamed the Timberwolves yet this entire playoff run because they're usually on way too late at night for me. So, Fatu's coming to the ring, by the way. Oh, man. All right, Roman's coming out. Put your ones up. Put your ones up. Speaking of ones, Eli has regained the #1 spot in chat again. Eli has passed Sam, #1 now in chat. Again, I got to say, you guys have showed up and showed out for the WWE stream. We've had 0 only a little bit tonight. How long is Roman going to be champ for? I'm very curious on this. It took him 2 years without the belt to get back a belt. Took him 2 years. Oh. With a little fake little sound diagram that's making it sound louder than it is. No surprise. All right, Roman's almost to the ring finally. He's walked about as slow as The Undertaker because they're trying to fill time out to the top of the hour. I don't know. Can Roman and Fatu pull off a 30-minute match? At least, I don't know. This pay-per-view is probably ending before it's supposed to. They're really fucking padding this entrance out, man. This entrance is really, 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 really just getting padded out, bro. Hair. Oh, I still have hair. What? Ugh. Ew. Yeah. Get that out of there. Hey. Chill out. They're introducing Jacob Fatu right now. Roman's getting introduced as champ. Oh, I'm sure she's giving a good announcement to Roman right here. I wish I could hear it, but copyright reasons I cannot. Ring entrances are more exciting than the actual match sometimes. I swear. What's funny is the wrestling has not been bad tonight, actually, other than the Danhausen stuff. But the wrestling itself is not bad. This typically seems to happen with these PLEs. The wrestling itself isn't bad, but the characters and the storylines are just so piss poor. Dude, I am so freaking excited for Dutton Ranch. Like, I've been watching Marshalls every week. I'm watching the Madison. I'm watching Landman. I can't get enough of Taylor Sheridan stuff, man. It's the only shows I'm watching is Taylor Sheridan stuff. Like, he just makes good stories. Like, I swear, if Taylor Sheridan would be a writer for WWE, a main writer for WWE, their shit be turned around instantly. He just knows how to write good TV, man. And even though Call of Duty's a movie, not a television show, I have a feel that Call of Duty movie is going to be great with Taylor Sheridan writing it. So yeah, super stoked because actually, out of Landman, Madison, and Marshalls, I'm more excited for Dutton Ranch than any of those shows. Dutton Ranch will be the closest thing we have to more Yellowstone. And again, I haven't really been doing TV show reviews very much because I've been watching a lot of TV shows, and also just there's so much going on. I just haven't had time to review a TV show, but I might review Dutton Ranch, legit. Maybe I'll give him a review of Marshalls when all the episodes are out. We've started. Roman shoulder tackles Fatu, points up to the air, and Fatu is right back on his feet. Now they're staring each other down. By the way, Eli, I don't know if you heard this. I don't know if you see this, but you're number one in the chat again over Sam. You reclaimed your spot. All right, Fatu. Just got Roman in the headlock. Now he whips him off the ropes. Fatu shoulder tackles Roman to the ground. Fatu whips off the ropes. Roman jumps over Fatu. Roman with the clothesline on Fatu doesn't phase him. Fatu stares him down. And Fatu clotheslines Roman. Fatu now clotheslines Roman out the ring. Roman lands on his feet. Fatu looks like Umaga. He reminds me of Umaga. Jumps through the second rope, and now he's choking Roman. Slams him into the post on the outside. Roman holding his throat, still recovering from the choke. Now he's fighting Fatu. He's got his arm against the bottom rope and in a submission maneuver. Roman throws Fatu into the post. Throws him down. Now throws him in the ring. Fatu holding his hand. His hand looks hurt. Now Roman twisting his arm again. Throws him into the turnbuckle. Roman's still holding his hand. Now Fatu grabs Roman's head by the hair and gives him a headbutt. He's headbutting Roman continuously. Roman onto a knee, and now he gets up and he uppercuts Fatu. And now he punches Fatu. Now he's on the top turnbuckle, laying waste to Fatu. Clotheslines him. Over and over again. Now Fatu fights back. He clotheslines Roman to the ground. Fatu just controlling it right now. He's grabbing Roman and lifting him up. He throws Roman into the post in a turnbuckle. Fatu goes for the splash in the corner. Roman moves. Fatu hits his head on the post. Now Roman goes to whip Fatu around. Fatu whips Roman into the corner, or into the ropes. Roman hits him with a clothesline. Roman gives him the big boot now. Fatu and Roman staring each other down. They're exchanging blows. Fatu whips Roman into the ropes. Roman kicks Fatu. Fatu unfazed. Fatu clotheslines Roman. Fatu with a backdrop on Roman. Roman in the corner. Fatu with the clothesline in the corner. It didn't look very strong. It looked like a weak clothesline, in my opinion. Now Fatu on the top turnbuckle, giving out headbutts to Roman. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 headbutts. Backs up into the other corner, gives him an ass bump, and starting to strut his stuff. Fatu whips himself into the corner. Roman comes out with a Superman punch. 2 count. They're both down. Roman with a drive-by drop kick to fall 2 outside the ring. And he's clearing off the announce table. Fall 2's choking Roman. Fall 2 with a power bomb on the Roman on the announce table. It breaks it. Now Fall 2 getting the turnbuckle. Roman spear. 1, 2, kick out. They're both down. So the good news is I have not fallen asleep. Roman and Fall 2 trying to fight to get to their feet. It's funny enough, this is the time I'm getting the least viewers watching this, is whenever I'm just watching the main event. Like you'd figure this is when the most interest would happen. Roman setting up for the spear. Again. Fall 2 grabs him. Backdrop. Samoan drop, I should say. Fall 2 going to the middle, going to the top rope. He does a backflip. 1, 2. 2 count. Roman kicks out. Fall 2's mouth is bleeding. Fall 2 with a headbutt. Dropping down on Roman. Again. Roman's down. Fall 2 is up. Fall 2 now. Punching Roman while he's down. Over and over again. Now he's pulling Roman closer to the turnbuckle. He just gave this sign right here. Fall 2's talking trash to the crowd. He needs to focus on Roman. He's going to the top rope. Roman got the knees up. I don't know if knees up was a good idea. Roman's grabbing at his knee. Knees up is not what I would do. I just roll out the way. They're both in the middle of the ring, staring each other down. Roman punches Fall 2. Fall 2 punches Roman. Roman hit. Fatu hit. Roman hit. Fatu hit. Roman hits. Fatu hits. Roman hits him. Fatu hits him. Roman hits him. Fatu hits him into the turnbuckle. Hits him with the butt bump. Goes for a second one. Hits him again. That's 2 in the corner. Fatu look like he's calling for the finisher. He's got the choke on Roman. Fatu's choking Roman. Roman's down to one knee. Roman might pass out. Roman's fighting. Roman's hanging on. Roman now putting his thumbs into the eyes of Fatu. Pushed in the turnbuckle, but the ref got caught up in it. Roman with a Superman punch. Roman with another Superman punch. Roman off the ropes. Fatu kicks him. Roman back off the ropes. Fatu lifts him in the air. Roman hits him with a Superman punch into a spear. 1, 2. Fatu kicked out. Fatu kicked out. No way. He's kicked out of 2 spears. I thought for sure that'd be the end. Instead, Fatu kicks out of a second spear. Now he's choking Roman. Roman grabs the ref. The ref pulls himself away. Roman just yanked off the turnbuckle cover while being choked. He throws Fatu into the exposed turnbuckle right in front of the ref and spears him. 1, 2, 3. Roman wins, but controversy. Controversy. Roman hit Fatu into the exposed turnbuckle right in front of the ref. And no DQ was called. Roman retains. And still, your World Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns. And following the match, Fatu is choking Roman in a fit of rage. He's grabbed the ref. He's pushed the ref against the turnbuckle. He's gone back to choking Roman. He's just Samoan dropped the ref. Fatu out of control. Fatu's not stopping. He's continuing to choke Roman. And now security gets out there. Fall 2's having none of it. He kicks one of the security guys down. He's laying waste to all of them. Throwing them out the ring. He's choking Roman out still. Fall 2 not happy. Fall 2's coming back to the ring. He's choking Roman some more. Can't get Fall 2 off Roman. Fall 2's picked up the championship. He's standing over Roman and raising it, but he lost. I really can't stand when guys do that. They lose their match, then they stand over the champion that they beat his ass after the match. It's dumb. And that's the end of the show. So, hopefully you guys liked it. I thought the show sucked. But as soon as I end this stream, I'm going to find out how well we did. If we got the views, we got the likes, if we got the watch time on this, we'll keep doing WWE events. So, I'm about to sign off here. Somebody just entered viewing. I'm not sure who, but we're about to end the stream. So, if you got a chat, throw it in the chat before I get out of here. And if not, I'll see you later. All right. See you all tomorrow with a video and with a live. Peace. I'm out.